Hey there, I'd like to do a little review and show a little modifications I've done to my new pro170 bass tracker. Picked it up about a month ago. My previous boat was a 1995 TX17. Good boat, caught a lot of fish out of it. Hoping to do the same with this one. Like I said, both 17 foot, that's what I liked. This one though is about a foot wider at the widest point, which makes a big difference. So a little more room to move around in, but still fits in my garage, and that's what I need. Upgrades already. I bought the Springfield Marine hydraulic seat post forward and aft, and the casting deck seat for me. I like the stock seats. They're a little bulky. They're very comfortable, but they're kind of bulky, and I'm used to this anyways. I had it on my old boat. Left the stock seat in the back because my son does a lot of fishing with me and he doesn't mind it. He actually likes it, so I'll just keep it like that for now. It's got the vinyl decking in it. I did get the 50 horsepower. There were only two options on it. I paid came around 17 for it. Got the 45-pound Minn Kota. Does a good job. Had a 46 on my old boat. You know, you're out in the chop in the wind. You got to keep your foot on it, but it still does pretty good. Not too many complaints. I'd like to upgrade in the future to a spot lock, but we'll see when the time comes. Move the hook 2 that came with it. Moved it up front. Tracker made it really easy. You got pop the span off, 8 screws. They already have it pre-wired up here. Spliced it in. Tuck the cables in here. Put them here. Good to go. Obviously, run your transducer down. And bought the little mount, Versatrack mount for the little hook 2 mount. Has a pretty good angle, it ain't bad. You know, just for looking down. Just use it for depth and bottom structure. That's about it. So for what I need it for, it works pretty good. Didn't really want to drill in here. I might be changing out in the future, I don't know. Just a word of wise with this one. I've got both of them on. This one gets some interference in it, so I always put my main one on standby when I come up to the deck. And come back to the console, I got the Lowrance Elite 7 for the console. I had a Hook 7 on my last boat. I enjoyed it. Tell you what, the Elite 7, if anybody wondered about the Elite or the Reveal, if you can, swing for the extra money, get the Elite. For one reason, is the touchscreen. Makes a big difference for me. I didn't have a touchscreen. This is my first touchscreen. Setting waypoints while you're moving. Boom, 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 done. Instead of fiddling around the cursor. If you got it, like I said, if you can swing the extra bucks, step up to the Elite. Installation pretty good. Panel here took off. Yeah, ran it down here. Used all the same mounting locations. Had to go to Lowe's, buy a little bigger clamps for the little thicker transducer cable. I use the stock mounting holes that came off the other transducer. The only thing I had to do was this mount. I had to flip upside down, grind a couple tabs off, and it seems to be perfect. I don't lose bottom, and it actually reads at speed. So my old one didn't. I had it a little too high, I think. Like I said, them 2 panels. I had an old spinning rod that I broke the tip off of a few months back. I just took the eyes off of it, electrical taped the cables to, kind of poked it through here, under here, made sure I didn't want to jab it through and hit some wires until I could get under the console, get the cables out. Had to cheese the hole out a little bit under here to accommodate for the bigger connections, but just a little drum sanding wheel on a drill, do the trick. So, like I said, just stuffing back here. Worked out really good, turned out good. You know, live well. I'm sure y'all know the boat. Got my tackle up front. What else did I do? Oh, the rod buckle. Put the rod buckle in. Really like it. Didn't know if I really would, but I really do. I was gonna put another one up here, but after laying my rods down while I'm running on the water, in some decent chop. Man, the rod stayed there, didn't flop around, so I don't think I need another one. I think I'm just gonna stick with this one. I really like it. Put it on this panel here. It's pretty tight in there. Little trick. Oops. 1 screw, 2, 3, 4. Undo the screws. This whole panel pops off. Stick it on your workbench. Cheese it out with a jigsaw. Good to go. Put it back in. Done. That's pretty tight fit in there for something. Rod locker. I don't carry too many rods. About 10, 8 to 10. Tried to put them rod holders in here. Didn't install them, bought them. Didn't really like them. I see a lot of people have them because, you know, the ones I got, it held 4, but I could really only hold 2 just the way my rod and reels are. They wouldn't stack on top of each other. It just seemed more a pain in the ass than anything. So I didn't put them in. Little cooler, little Columbia cooler. Academy, 50 bucks. It's a great cooler for this little boat. It's out the other day. 100 plus here in Texas. Gatorade, water, snacks, 2 bags of ice. Out for about 7 hours. Still came back. Plenty of ice left in it. Plus, when I fish, you shove this thing under there so I don't trip over it and fall overboard. When I'm ready to roll, put it back, slide it back over here, ready to go. And don't slide around too bad like the old plastic coolers will. About this little doohickey, I don't know, it's okay. Put a little battery meter, a little cheap one back here on the trolling motor battery. Just double-sided tape to it. Was gonna put it up front, but I didn't really feel like splicing any wires, so I just ran it direct to the battery. I can always walk back here and hit it, or have my son or whoever back there hit it once to see what the charge is. Doesn't bother me none. Other than that, I really like the boat. Like I said, it fits in my garage. Oh, one thing I did do, I had to do, my garage is about 20 feet. As you can see, it does fit. My garage door will come to about right here. Got about 2 inches. This bracket right here for the winch, it was up to the Y stock. So what I did is loosen it up, pulled it back about 2.5, about 3 inches, and then cranked the boat up on the trailer a little more to gain a little more clearance for the motor, because this motor is a little longer than my old one. And it fit perfect. Fits straight in there. I don't have to put it at an angle. So, and there's about 2 inches of room. So, other than that, I really like it. You know, if you're thinking about getting one, I would definitely recommend it for the money. 160 is a good boat. The Classic XL is a good boat. You know, if you're just looking for something to get you on the water, throw you 2 or 3, 4 poles in there, catch a little fish with the kids. By all means, it's a nice boat. But I say for the avid angler, I think this does more the trick. It's got a little more upgrades than that. A little less than the 175. Like the 175, just a little too much for me, for what I need it for. And like I said, garage space is, I wanted to fit in the garage, just in case some hail comes around here in Texas that we get every once in a while. I can pull the vehicle in. So, anyways, that's about it. Obviously, I want to do recessed pedal. I would like to clean up the deck a little bit. Haven't seen videos on a 170, saw them on 175s. I did look in there, and there's no wires right here. I can't remember where this brace stops. There's nothing in here. I don't know if it stops like right here, or even with this plate. I might take this plug out and shove a borescope down in there, take a quick peek. But I would like to do that just to see how big. I know some trays are about 21 inches, some are 19 inches. I'm sure I'm gonna have to go with the smaller ones. But if anybody's ever done it on 170, hit me up, please. If not, I'll be the guinea pigs here sooner or later. But anyways, I appreciate it. Like I said, so far so good. I really enjoy it. If anybody's thinking about getting one, I would highly recommend it. So I appreciate your time. Thanks.